Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Corey. My husband and I love to make videos of our little adventures, and today I want to share with you guys a story about our adventure last night. Okay, first off, don't mind the background. I wanted to sit down and talk about what happened last night while it's still all fresh in the background. And I was working on projects for our adventure tonight, which I will get into later on in this video. But if you don't know much about my husband and I, we go on a lot of adventures. Summer is usually filled with racing. My husband is a hobby stock car race car driver, and he races for IMCA. So last night was the first race of the season. We were at the Princeton Speedway. Everything was going great for a full moon anyway. We had some buddies haul our car to the racetrack because of work timing. We weren't quite getting off work on time to haul it ourselves, but they just got a really cool stacker trailer, so it was kind of fun having them haul it to the races. It's kind of like showing up in style, you know, brand new stacker. So that was a lot of fun. So we met them at the races and everything was going great. We got all ready for the heat race. My husband started 7th, I believe, but he got up to, I want to say like 3rd or 4th place by the 3rd lap, I believe. And so that's when things got really crazy. So coming out of turn 3 and 4, something broke in his car. From the stands, we couldn't tell that something had broken. It looked like his car was going great. He started passing the track point championship champion from last year. I'm sorry if I mess up a lot of my words. It's kind of anxiety ridden talking about it. Anyways, so he passes the champ from last year, and well, it was like door to door, like ready to pass him, and they come around to turn 1, and all of a sudden Ben's car wasn't turning properly, so he hit the track champion. The track champion went flying, and then Ben hit the wall. Another car hit him in the back end, and he started flipping. And so that's kind of where I started panicking. I started running towards the track, and then one of our friends stopped me. She brought me back to the wall and was comforting me. 2 other race friends came over and was comforting me, and the community was just super supportive in this moment. I feel like I instantly went into shock when this happened. I don't remember his car landing. From what I saw was him flipping up. I thought he hit the fence and then it came back down. But I didn't see him actually fall. Before I knew it, I was booking it towards the track. And so they brought me back over there, and by this point I was convulsing. I think I had kind of gone into shock from seeing that happen, which was weird. I never expected that I would react like that. I've seen a bunch of other people crash just as serious as this one was, but it's way different when you're watching your loved one in this type of situation. So they're comforting me, I'm shaking, and it was like everything was going in fast forward but also slow motion at the same time. I don't know how else to explain it. And I was watching everything happen, but I was struggling to process what was happening, if that makes sense. So the announcer came on, said that he was fine, and then eventually Ben crawled out of the car, and everyone is reassuring me he's fine. They said that he's fine, look, he's crawling out of the car, but they had to tell me that at least 5 times for it to really sink in that okay, he's fine. He's crawling out of the car. We don't have to call the ambulance. We're good. Which typically there is an ambulance on the racetrack, but at this specific racetrack, we have the firefighters, the EMTs already on scene, and the garage for the ambulance is only 2 minutes away. So as long as they're called and informed that there's been a crash, they're there within 2 minutes. So that works out great. However, sometimes they don't call right away, and thankfully we didn't need an ambulance last night because, like I said, Ben was able to crawl out of the car just fine. He did kind of hurt his left thumb and his right leg, but other than that, perfect. A little bit sore, as to be expected. If you're going to roll your car, I think anyone would be sore after that. So we got the car taken off the track, and I was so relieved to see him. We checked out the car, found out that there was a broken part, and it's actually kind of a typical issue for IMCA stock cars. There's like a specific part that has to be put in the car, and if it has an IMCA sticker on it, you're not allowed to modify it. The tech guy did say that there were modifications that can be done to this part, but it's not well known, so hopefully that will, you know, become well known, because it is a well known issue. So you'd think that the, you know, the adjustments would be well known. Irregardless, I'm just so thankful that he is okay, and so I thought I would share with you guys some of the pictures and the clip of his race. And, you know, trigger warning, it is kind of scary to see, but again, reassuring everyone that he's fine. He came out, he walked off the track, you know, walked out of the car, just, yeah, so hopefully this all makes sense. I feel like I'm kind of rambling nonsense, but this is what happened. I'm still kind of trying to process everything. Again, so grateful that he is okay and safe. And I feel like it was a good learning opportunity for us to really realize how safe the race cars really are. You know, we drive in death traps every single day on the highway, and they are nowhere near as safe as the precautions that are put into place for these race cars. His roll cage was untouched. It was in perfect condition, like nothing had ever happened. The frame for the car was definitely bent and damaged in major ways, hopefully repairable, but irregardless, that roll cage is what kept him safe. His seat belts, the harness, the seat itself, the helmet, everything kept him good. He's got like a neck brace that he wears. He didn't have any back pain or neck pain after the race, so everything worked out in our favor. So anyways, here are the clips from the accident and some photos that are more of an up close and personal look at how the accident played out.
Hobby stock set to go 10 strong this time by Scott Heron, Chris Seidel, pair of Brainerd drivers going to lead him off the front row. Green in the air. Heron, that Borden Excavating 6, going to slide out to the top spot. He is your 2022 Buffalo River Racetrack champion. Brad Becker, Brandon Mambardo, Chris Seidel going to go 3 wide for that second spot. Much give there. Seidel going to hold the spot for now. Bombardo going to work bottom side. Becker going to look top in 38B. Now going to look bottom side on Seidel for the second spot. Here comes Porter, the 15. Contact with the 38 of Becker. Benson now the 59M going to go bottom side. Watch slipping and sliding action here early on in your hobby stock heat race. Benson all the way from the back going to take a Bombardo for the second spot. Contact as they go down to 3 and 4. Bombardo up the track, Menson to the tires side by side. Scott Heron driving around, big time ride. Red flag out as the 59 of Menson upside down. Red flag going to come out. Princeton Fire and Rescue going to look over check on Ben there. Word from turn 1, Ben is okay. Given the who's up there, either that or giving me the bird. I can't tell which, but either way, glad he's all right. I'll take it.
So as you can see, this was a pretty serious crash. It was very scary, especially being a member of the stands and a member of his family watching all of this play out. But again, so grateful that he is okay. And tomorrow we're actually going to go to the shop and take a closer look at the car, what we need to do, what our plans are to get back onto the racetrack for the season. So we'll take you along with us tomorrow, and yeah, it should be interesting to see how everything unfolds and what plans we set in place to get back on the track. But tonight, we have a very exciting adventure. My husband is also in a cover band. They typically play like heavy metal, like Led Zeppelin, Metallica, things like that. It's not necessarily my style of music, but I love going and supporting him. And so he's the lead bass player and also the lead singer. There are a few songs that some of the other band players sing like lead themselves, but for the majority, Behn is the lead singer. So I'm really excited to go hang out with him and see him perform tonight, him and his friends up on stage. It's like, I don't know, it's a very proud moment for me to watch him do things that he enjoys. So I think I'm probably going to put that into a completely separate vlog. I don't know how well that's going to come together, being that we're going to be at a concert, and I don't know how much vlog material I'll get out of that, but I'd love to share with you guys the experience anyways. So yeah, that was kind of our adventure for today. I'd love to take you guys along with us tomorrow, and so we will see you tomorrow.